If the guitar neck still feels like a chaotic mess of notes and shapes, you're not alone. Most players can play a few chords, maybe some scales, but when it comes to really understanding the fretboard, it's like someone handed you a puzzle but forgot to include the picture on the box. We all know that great guitar skills take time, years of practice, calluses, trial and error. Mastery takes time, but clarity starts right now. We'll get to some real-world musical examples in a minute, but first, let's lay the foundation that makes all of it possible. There are a lot of ways to approach the neck. Different things work for different players, and that's part of what makes the guitar so beautifully diverse. It's also why we have so many different playing styles, sounds, and creative approaches. But if you're looking for a way to finally start making sense of the fretboard, a method that's visual, grounded, and opens doors fast, start with your root notes on just two strings, the E and the A. Why, you might ask? Well, they're the anchors for everything movable on the guitar. Different scales, bar chords, power chords, the caged shapes, all of these are built from root notes on the E and A strings. Once you know where your root notes are, you can find, build and connect almost anything across the neck. This is where the fretboard starts to make sense. Let's get practical. Start by learning the root notes on the fretboard dots, your visual anchor points. On the E string, that's an open E, G on the 3rd fret, A on the 5th, B on the 7th, C sharp on the 9th, and then back to E again on the 12th fret. And for the A strings we have an open A, a C on the 3rd fret, a D on the 5th, E on the 7th, F sharp on the 9th, and A again on the 12th. How many of these root notes do you already know without thinking? When you can spot your root notes, especially through these visual landmarks, the dots, it's like the fog on the neck starts to lift. You stop guessing and start navigating. Of course, sometimes you'll need notes that aren't right on the dots. That's where the 12-note musical system helps. Each fret up or down corresponds with half a note up or down. So if you have a reference point, you can always count up or down to find any other note. And that's when the neck stops feeling random and starts feeling designed. So now that you can find your root notes, you've reached kind of a musical crossroads, so to say. We have two scenarios. Scenario 1, you want to build a chord, maybe to harmonize something, write a progression, or comp behind a melody. Scenario 2, you want to build a scale, maybe to craft a solo, explore a riff, or come up with a melody. Both start the same way, by finding your root note. From there, the rest of the neck opens up, if you have the right tools for the job. Let's explore both of these scenarios together. Let's start simple with just 4 root notes from the key of G, G, E, B, and C. Finally, we connect both regions into one expressive musical piece, blending chords and melodies, explore transitions, phrasing, even some inversions. But most of all, let the music speak. That's cool, right? From 4 root notes we built a groove, a progression, voicings in multiple positions and melodies, all to make a beautiful musical statement. And just from knowing where we are on the fretboard and having some tools to say something over there. And I want to stress this again, because mastery takes time, but hopefully things are a little bit clearer now. And honestly, after almost 30 years of playing guitar, studying at the Conservatory of Amsterdam, doing hundreds of shows, releasing many albums, I'm still discovering new things, and that's why I love the guitar so very much. So I invite you to pick 4 root notes, groove a little with them, build some chords, add some melodies, explore both low and high registers, and most of all, make it yours. Follow your heart and follow your ears. If this helped, leave a comment, like and subscribe. And check out my Dice Challenge series to see how I use this exact knowledge creatively. I think they're really cool. So, thanks for watching, keep riffing, because now you know where to start. Romance Random.